Alright, so here we're going to review of the EST112 by Dunu. This is a $440 set, I think, around $500, a little bit under 500, maybe $480 set. It's a tribrid. It's got two ESTs, one BA, and one dynamic driver. The dynamic is actually a 13.5 millimeter beryllium coated, I believe. Let me see, it might be on the back. Yeah, beryllium coated driver. Yeah. It's got two ESTs, one BA, and yeah, let's get into this. So, also, it is like it seems that they have like a collaboration or something with SpinFit for these, where they come with a set with 3 sets of SpinFits. Let me turn on the flash here. It's a little bit easier to see the black box. It opens like that, and you got this cable running through it, presented like this. This took me forever to put back in here. Anyway, so you can take this out. Come on, there we go. And under here, we have the accessories. So this uses a modular cable. We're going to talk about that in a bit, but we can just take these out. I'm going to take these out after. We have the tips right here. Let me just open that up. I'm missing one set because I got this used as well. I know I'm getting a lot of my IEMs used right now. But yeah, this is a little manual. You don't care about that. Take this out here. Got a microfiber cloth. We have a case. It's like a blue fake leather case. It's fine. It can fit in a big pocket, I guess, because it is pretty thin. But yeah, it's a good case actually. I approve of this. But the weird thing is that it doesn't open all the way. It has like this thing to stop it, and I don't like that. But, I mean, some people might like it, actually. I can see why you'd like it, so you don't accidentally drop everything out. It comes with an airplane adapter. It comes with a cable tie. It has, I think this is a 1/4 inch adapter. And I think these are just some random, yeah, are these foams? Yeah, these are foam tips. Alright, let's put that back in the case. Close that up. To the side. Okay, let's get the, let's get these out. These are right angle, what do you call them? These are the plugs that connect to the modular cable. Now, the modular cable on this thing, I love it. I love this system. And I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of you that have looked up this IEM before know how good Dunu's cables are, because Dunu cables are pretty like well renowned for how good they are, and it's warranted praise. Honestly, it's an amazing cable, and I'm going to show you why in a second. Let me grab my MMCX removal tool, because it is an MMCX IM. It did not come with an MMCX removal tool, which I wish it did. But these MMCX connectors are not very tight, but it's just safer to have one of these. So if you have MMCX IEMs, I do recommend getting a MMCX removal tool. These will save the lifespan of your MMCX connectors and cables. So yeah, just a little recommendation. Alright, so this cable. I want to talk about this cable for a second because I love it. I love this cable, and I would spend a lot of money for just this cable. It's very smooth, stays very straight, as you can see, very thin and light, so it's great for portability. Okay? It's, of course, it's the MMCX cable. It's got good hooks. I mean, I'd say these hooks are a little bit too wide on my ears. Like, you can see, like, they're not, like, curved enough. So, but you can probably bend this like this and get it curved the way you want it. Now, the best part, though, I love this so much, is this right here. The way this works is it has this connector, right? And this connector is really reminiscent to me of a Limo connector. I don't believe it is a Limo connector because I don't see the branding on it. And these Limo connectors are $70, $70-something each. Just buying the connector from the manufacturer is expensive. This is a Heart Audio cable, and they had to make this for me. This cost me $70, and I checked the Limo website. This is a $70 connector, and this is almost the exact same thing. And what I like about these connectors, they have a firm fit and are not bulky. Let me get a. Here we go. This is a connector from a Hakuge cable I have. I don't have the Hakuge cable with me, I don't believe. Let me see. No, I do not. But this is a normal adapter, right? Look at the size difference of these adapters here. This is a lot smaller and more portable. Excellent system. I love it. But there's one thing I don't like about it, but some people will love this. The right angle. I don't like right angle connectors because for me, I don't really get it. I don't get why people like it, but I know some people do. But for me, right, I have my music player right here, right? I get my right angle adapter, right? Let me just, you just twist it around then till you reach the pin in the, you see this pin? This little raised part and then this little hole here. And then it will snap into place like that and be very firm on until you pull this part down and then pull. So it's a very nice system. I like this a lot. It clicks into place. But the thing is, right, I don't understand why people like right angle. So if you know, please tell me in the comments. I don't know why. So if I plug this into my, okay, there we go. If I plug this into here and I'm listening to my music, this is in my pocket. This is pulling on here. Why do you like this? I don't know. Why do people like this? If it's straight, I don't have that problem, but if it's right angle, I'm going to have that issue. And people say if it's on the bottom, it's better. Still doing that. I mean, I guess you don't have like the thing going all the way around, but I just don't put my stuff on the bottom. Because of this is just bad for the cable health. So just no, I don't like it. I don't like right angle stuff, but anyway, enough cable stuff. Excellent cable. I pay $100 something for this cable. I love the cable. I love this cable. Great cable. Okay. Let's get the connectors out of the way. The actual IEMs themselves. These are, I think, aluminum shell. It feels like aluminum at least. Maybe I think it's an aluminum body and what do you call it? Stainless steel faceplate, but I'm not sure. It's a good, well-built IEM. It's pretty, it's a little bit big. Here's the oxygen for comparison, I guess. Obviously, the oxygen is much smaller. Here's the globe. Maybe it's a bit better of a comparison in size. It's smaller. The globe is smaller, I mean. And it's around the same thickness, I'd say. So, yeah, I mean, it's not too big, though. It's comfortable enough. Oh, I forgot to... Yeah, actually, we'll talk about tips right now. Let's talk about the tips. Here we go. So, you do get 2 sets of these tips, and then you will also get 3 sets of spin fits. I have my own personal set of spin fits here because I don't have the ones that come with it. I didn't get them when I bought them used. But it will come with 3 sets of spin fits. And we'll talk about how the spin fits sound and how these sound when we get to the sound portion of the review. But let's talk about build quality and comfort. So build quality wise, very strong, very solid IEM. I think they look good too. I think there's a nice design. The MMCX is like raised like this, which it looks a little bit strange, but I'm sure it's for comfort reasons. It's just overall well built and it is comfortable. With all of the tips, pretty comfortable. For me, obviously, mostly comfortable with my spin fits because I like spin fits on everything. But it's comfortable with all of these tips. I'd say least comfortable with the hardcore tips, but that's usually like the hard inner core tips. But that's usually the case with most IEMs for me. Comfort will vary for you. And let's talk about sound. Now, this IEM is very weird to me in the sound because it doesn't seem to take advantage well of its 2 best traits of the drivers in it. It's EST drivers and it's large beryllium coated dynamic. Now, I'm really disappointed actually in the sound of these, to be honest. For $500, I expect more, and I expect more from the driver config. Because the dynamic driver, it produces the mid-range well. I think that the dynamic driver is doing the mid-range, I'm not sure. But the mid-range is great, but the bass on these is really muddy sounding to me. It's a little bit like, it's not punchy enough, it's not textured enough. It's just feeling a little bit weak. I just finished recording my review and listening to the Oriveti OH500, which is another IEM in very close price bracket, same price bracket really. And actually, we're gonna keep these for review for comparison in a bit. And the bass on these just puts these to shame. Yes, it's one of the better traits of these, but I also have the bass of I have the oxygen here, And the bass on these also is much better than this. And this is $300 something. And I also have the Penon Globe here, and this puts the bass of these to shame. Now, it's not like the bass of these is worse than like your $100 IEMs. That's not the case. But that's kind of expected. I mean, like, why would it be worse? That doesn't make sense. But it's still not good. I still expect more. I expect more. This is just disappointing. Now, let's talk about the mid-range. Mid-range is good. I don't have any complaints for the mid-range. It's full, it's detailed, it's smooth. I get a little bit of a metallic timbre in the upper mid-range and then getting into the highs, but a little bit in the upper mid-range. Lower mid-range, doing pretty good. The bass has no metallic timbre at all. I just, the upper mid-range does kind of have this like metallic kind of sharpish feeling that I don't like. It kind of almost like a BA sound almost. The timbre on this is very out of whack also for me because EST drivers are known for, let's go to the highs now because the mid-range is pretty much standard. I won't say anything special about it. It's like not forward because it has a slight V, but it's not recessed either. It's smooth until you get to the upper mid-range. The lower mid-range is smooth. The middle of the mid-range is smooth, but the upper mid-range is just a little bit metallic sounding. It's overall it's okay for $500. Is fine. I think it's around the same mid-range as you'd get on the Oriveti OH500, and also like it's a little bit worse in the mid-range on the Oxygen. It's better than the mid-range on the Globe, but it's just overall nothing to praise in my opinion, and it's not like horrible. It's just it's not that great. Now we're gonna go into the highs. The highs are also a disappointment to me. The highs have a BA timbre, not really like strong BA timbre, but it's not the highest timbre that I'd expect from something that has two EST drivers. The whole reason you put EST drivers in an IM, at least to me, is the timbre that comes with it. The beautiful timbre of an EST driver is something that's really not replicatable almost with other drivers to me. That's the one thing with drivers that makes the main difference to me is timbre. I mean, like, you can have like different levels of detail and stuff with all the drivers, but timbre is what makes different drivers do different things. And this thing managed to screw up all of the driver benefits of all of the three different drivers. The dynamic usually has the best, punchy, cleanest bass of all different type of drivers, to me at least. And this did not manage to take advantage of its large dynamic driver, 13.5 millimeter, beryllium coated, and still poor. That was just so shocking to me. Then we have the BA in there, and then so the mid-range is probably working mostly with the dynamic driver, maybe a little bit in the BA. I don't really know how the cross-cipher is going over here, but it's not impressive. It's just okay. So BA, there's not strong BA timbre on here, except for maybe in the upper mid-range. And so the BAY is not impressive, but not too poor. Then EST. The EST driver should give this better, should give it great detail without being sibilant or having BA timbre. That's the best thing about an EST driver. It's timbre. And this doesn't have any EST timbre at all. It's pointless. It's like they put the ESTs in here just to put EST112 on here. Pretty much. It's just, and also I just realized this now. I kind of, it's kind of funny. One dynamic, one BA, two EST. I think that's what that is. I don't know. Maybe. But yeah, it's just, it kind of just wastes the technology that's in here. We're going to talk about the sound more in depth anyway. Even though I don't like these, we're going to talk about the in-depth sound with all the different tips. So you're going to get more bass with the what's it called? Spin fits than the other two. The other two have less bass than the spin fits will. The spin fits has more, but the quality doesn't improve or get worse. It's just the same bass but more. You're gonna get this has a decent soundstage. The soundstage is around the same as the Oriveti, which is actually pretty good. It's got good soundstage. It has great depth. I like the depth of the stage. It has very good three-dimensional depth. Very nice. But the width and everything is around the same as Oriveti, which is good. That's not bad. That's actually, I did praise about these in soundstage department. Great, it's great soundstage. It's not like amazing, incredible, not Oxygen level staging, but it's good staging. Imaging separation average, maybe below average a little bit. Probably, can't really say it's worse than this. Worse than this. Same as this in imaging, I guess. It's not great though. For its price, it's just okay. It's fine. It's fine. There's nothing big deal. Mid range, I said it already, but I think that this does it better. This is a little bit thinner than this, but this is still just okay in the mid range. I think this has better mid range than the Globe, but that's hope so. Like, I'm into the price difference, but yeah. What else is there to say about these? I mean, it fails in timbre. The tuning is good. I like the way it's tuned. I like the ratio of bass to mids to highs is good. Just the quality is poor. The quality of the highs is done poorly. The quality of the bass is poor. The upper mid-range has a metallic timbre. This is not a good IEM. And I've heard so many good things about it. So it is a disappointment. I don't know what else to say here. I mean, it has great cable, good accessories, but that is meaningless when this IEM doesn't sound good. The comfort is good though. I will say the comfort's not bad. The comfort's around the same as this, and this is a good comfort all around. Same amount of comfort as these boys here. But yeah, this is not. I don't recommend these IEMs at all. And I hope this helped out. Yeah, see ya.